We say we don't have the time, we don't have the resources, or we're not ready. But history doesn't remember those who gave excuses. It remembers those who overcame them. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he succeeded in creating the electric light bulb. When asked about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the mindset of a person who refuses to make excuses. He didn't let setbacks stop him, he used them as fuel. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but he never used that as an excuse to give up on his dream of a free and equal South Africa. He said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." His story is proof that even the greatest of obstacles can be overcome with a steadfast heart and an unbreakable will. Helen Keller was deaf and blind from a young age, yet she became a renowned author and advocate. She could have used her disabilities as an excuse, but instead she declared, "Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all." She showed the world that the only true limitation is the one we impose on ourselves. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, was doubted, mocked, and challenged at every turn, yet he refused to be defined by what others said he couldn't do. He said, "I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion." He didn't make excuses, he made history. The path to greatness is littered with obstacles, but every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. It's not about the conditions you're given, it's about the commitment you make. Excuses are the chains that bind you to mediocrity. Break free from them, and there's nothing you can't achieve. You may not have control over what happens to you, but you have absolute control over how you respond. The great minds and leaders of history faced the same fears, the same doubts, and the same setbacks that we all face. The difference is, they didn't let excuses win. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." When bombs were falling over London, he didn't say we can't, he said we must. He led a nation through its darkest hour, not by making excuses, but by making a stand. Every single person has the power to rise above their circumstances. Your past does not determine your future unless you let it. Excuses will tell you to stay down when you fall. They will tell you it's too late, too hard, or too impossible. But greatness whispers, "Get up and try again." It's time to say no more excuses. It's time to rise up and take control. The challenges you face are real, but your resolve must be stronger. Do not give in to the comfort of excuses. Embrace the discomfort of growth. Push forward even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult. Let their stories remind you that anything is possible. When the world says give up, that's when you must dig deep and say no excuses, because that's the moment when champions are made. The only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. Break those limits, make no excuses, and write your name in history. Please subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories.